And so we're back
Yes.
on the air, 2015, our first episode. We're going to continue with another great unknown chef. It's cold outside. There's a lot of snow outside, so we decided to stay close to home this month.
And we did, and that's good.
Yep.
And
We're in Sinking Spring.
Yes, we are.
Green Valley Estate.
Green Valley Estates. Yes.
And this is Dominic Smorto. Dominic's got a great story. We're going to talk and learn more about you and your background as we get started. But first, tell us what we're cooking.
Today I'll be making potato gnocchi. It's an Italian-style dumpling pasta combination made with potato, egg, butter, flour, very basic pasta recipe, and just get kneaded up like most doughs, boiled pretty quickly, and it's going to be sauced with a prosciutto and cream sauce.
Wow, that sounds good. That sounds really good. You know what's fun? I love gnocchi, and it's weird because it is potato, right?
Yes.
It's in there.
It's potato. Most pastas are just egg and flour. This has the addition of potato, so it's technically considered more of a dumpling than a pasta, but it is a traditional Italian.
So let's add more carbs to
Yes.
the whole situation, right? Okay. So you're gonna get.
Why don't we get started? Why don't you go ahead and show us how what we're going to do here and how we're going to make this?
Sure. So what I did earlier is I started boiling cut up potatoes, basically the same way as if you were making mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Get them at the same level of softness. I ran them through a potato ricer to get them this,
Yes.
this texture.
So look at this.
Looks like rice.
It looks just like rice.
So that gets them nice and much easier to work with. You know, if there were any pieces that didn't cook enough, they'll still be easier to work with, more easier to handle, especially when it's becoming dough. And what I'm going to be doing is adding a little bit. It was 1 pound of potatoes. It's going to be 1 egg and 4 ounces of flour. So I will just be adding the egg.
So while Dominic's doing the spread, I have to ask, why is it that all of our unknown chefs that we have on all these segments do more complex dishes than most of the chefs we visit in a restaurant, right? All right.
Yeah, it does. And what's funny, I got to tell you, if I was making this, I would have just had mashed potatoes. It wouldn't have looked anything like that. It would have been mashed potatoes and flour, and then I would have been wondering why it didn't turn out right, you know?
Through a ricer. Well, that's because you don't have a ricer at home, right? Because
what is a potato ricer? What is this thing?
I can show it to you when we're finished, but it actually kind of looks like, have you ever seen a garlic press?
Yes.
Yes.
It looks just like a garlic press, but larger to fit potatoes through, and they come out in that shape.
Awesome.
And as we see your hands, as we see your hands here, this is exactly why you're wearing gloves.
Yes, because this is quite messy.
You know, I don't like to get messy either when I cook, so I can totally understand this. Yeah. Now, you just kind of did that by feel, right? You didn't really measure...
I measured the amount of flour previously, but this recipe calls for adding half of it in the bowl and then kind of putting the other half out on the work surface that you're going to be doing with and just kind of gradually kneading it in. It's going to be fun to clean up this granite afterwards.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, and I was thinking to myself, I cannot let my wife see this episode because I do the cleaning most of the time after she does the great cooking.
Yeah, I do the cleaning.
And I don't want her to see this as an option in our home.
Granite is great for that,
Yes,
though.
it
really is. I mean, granite is great to work on in this way.
No, it's not.
I love it.
Just in case she watches.
Great.
No.
So now, how does it get into these little balls that we normally see as the pasta?
Once the dough is worked enough, it'll be rolled out into like a snake shape, and basically you get it to the width that you want it to be, and you kind of cut them along as you go to the desired size and shape.
Excellent, excellent. This is pretty cool. So, so you're going to get a rolling pin out and roll this, or how does this work?
Just by hand.
Just by
I'll
hand.
break pieces of it off and just start rolling them out.
Interesting. It smells good. You smell the dough?
Yes, I do.
It smells good. It actually smells really good. Like whoever came up with putting potatoes in the Italians, obviously, that's probably the answer to that question. But whoever came up with that, you know, it's like they're sitting there going, you know what, this just needs more carbs.
That's right.
Let's get a potato and throw it in here to make it, and then we're going to call it gnocchi. Is that the correct way to say it? Gnocchi?
As far as I know, yep.
Yeah.
Not gnocchi. Not gnocchi. No, Brad, it's gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
And not gnocchi. No, I know it's not gnocchi, but I hear people go gnocchi. They say it more like the gnocchi in there. Okay, here we go. So this is where we're going to start forming the pasta.
Yep.
So we're going to roll it out into a
Roll
snake.
out to a little snake.
Or a hot dog, or whatever you want to call
Now,
it.
how do you know what type of width you want for this?
That's really preference.
Yep.
You know, the smaller they are, they'll cook a little faster as well.
Ooh, we got a break.
Yep. That's no big deal. It's going to break anyway when I cut them to size.
Now, how many times do you think you made gnocchi here at home?
5 or 6.
Okay.
So this is not your first time.
Nope.
Not your first rodeo.
Not his first gnocchi rodeo.
So now we're going to start cutting this puppy up, right?
And and I have a dough cutter.
Looks to be, what, about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch in length?
Yeah, thereabouts.
They look like little pretzel bites.
Yeah, don't they? Yep.
They do.
Like the ones with the peanut butter in them, you know what I mean? Cool. Looks like a lot of work here. You're going to have to go through all that dough at some point, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Could we make really big gnocchis?
I don't see why not.
Yeah. That's probably called matzo ball at that
Yeah.
point, right? No, this is interesting. I would have never thought. Now, it is real doughy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Well, you can see it's very
I
tender
can
and
feel
yeah.
that there's a lot of. Is there butter in there or anything?
A very small amount of butter.
There's
Yep.
butter. I'm gonna try it.
Less than a tablespoon. Raw egg in there.
That's right. Raw eggs are fine.
Just not raw tomatoes. Those are poison to him.
Definitely taste the potato.
Yep.
Like it doesn't taste like normal dough. It tastes the potato.
And so you're just putting them there in a little bit extra flour.
Yep. Just
To coat them.
Just to coat them while they sit before they get into the water.
Okay.
And it doesn't take long to boil these either, then, right?
No, this like most fresh pastas, probably done within 3 minutes or so. Once you drop them in the water into water that's
Now,
ready
what kind
to
of a
boil.
cooking you doing with that pasta? Like an al dente or?
These they come out a little softer
Okay.
than most pastas. So
Okay.
actually, once they're done in the water, I'll be adding them to the pan that I'll be making the sauce in, kind of just to give them a little crispness.
Gotcha. Right.
Okay.
Crisp it up a little bit.
Yep.
Sounds good. My mouth is starting to water. Just so you know, when we started talking about that. Okay, so I guess we're gonna put these in and go from there.
All right.
So we're in the thick of this now. I don't know if you noticed. He has the gnocchi that we made.
That's right.
Okay.
With that we?
Well,
That's a
I
pretty
ate
loose
some
term
it.
of we.
I ate some of it, so it definitely was we. I touched it. I
Okay,
touched the dough.
so if we can say we, yes. So we were making gnocchi today.
What is this, our French class? But no, so here comes the light cream. I can
Yes,
see.
yes,
you know.
very light. Yeah.
It's like liquid butter. Oh my gosh, look at that. So what else do we got going on here?
So we have in the pan the gnocchi itself, some prosciutto, a little bit of garlic. I just added heavy cream. I'm going to be adding some shredded Parmesan to thicken it up and flavor it a bit.
Flavor, yeah. You know what? Parmesan's so good.
Yeah. It is. I mean, just a little bit of saltiness it'll add is nice without having to add too much salt itself. I mean, plus the prosciutto already has some salt, so it'll be a lot of nice flavor that comes from the ingredients without having to add too much.
So you just kind of eyeballed the Parmesan.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. How much do you think you put in?
Tablespoon or two.
Okay. So we're going to be posting the recipe online.
Yes, we are. We're going to put it on Facebook, I guess, right?
Yes.
We can put it on there. So this is something that you created, or you got the recipe from somewhere, or put your own thing together?
The gnocchi itself, I got the recipe for since it is a dough. It has to be very exact. But
Right.
the sauce is kind of something I just created.
Awesome.
I've made other types of cream sauces before. It's a very basic cream sauce. I didn't thicken it with any flour or anything. It's just it's essentially just the cream, a little bit of butter that I sweated the garlic and prosciutto in, and some.
You
Parmesan.
sweated.
Yes.
Well, look how thick it's
you
gotten. So
sweated it.
we had a pan full of sauce a minute ago, and now it's pretty
Yeah,
thick. It
it's
thickens up
thickening
very
up.
quickly. Yep.
It looks really good.
And it smells delicious.
Yeah, it smells really good. Oh, a little bit of fresh basil.
yeah.
Basil for some color and flavor.
You're just trying to kick it up.
Yep.
Unbelievable. You're supposed to go pow or something. I think when you throw that in, just saying. There's another guy that does
He's
that.
he's
Kind
subtle.
of famous.
I don't have a catchphrase yet.
Yeah. Dominic's
We'll have to come up
subtle.
with a catchphrase
Yeah,
for him.
yeah.
It looks really good.
That's pretty much it.
All right, so we're gonna have to try this. What do you think?
Let's get started.
ready
Let's
for
get
dinner?
going. I'm ready to eat.
Okay.
I'm always ready to eat.
Date night for Mickey and I.
Yeah. All right, so look, now before we even dig in, let's talk about this nice appetizer.
Let's not talk too long because I'm looking.
I
at
know
this.
you're hungry.
You get a little wordy sometimes,
He's
and then I
hungry.
can't eat.
Yeah.
So, okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so what do we have here?
That is some fresh mozzarella, tomato, and basil with the balsamic drizzle. Just I put it out as a little appetizer for you guys.
Perfect.
I'll take it.
Now you won't be hurt. Your feelings won't be hurt if I don't eat the tomato, right?
I will not be offended.
Okay,
no.
just thought I'd let you know. Because this is what I eat when this comes out. I do this. I love fresh mozzarella.
That is a crime. Some places a misdemeanor. I don't know if it's a felony
You know
in
what,
Pennsylvania.
Mr. Spicy? I don't want to hear it.
I don't know when I've not tried something.
Well, I'm
this-
sorry. If I try tomato, you're not going to like the reaction. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
It's better with the tomato.
Did you make the basil? The drizzle?
The basil.
Basil.
The basil is growing on my windowsill.
He grows his own basil, just so you know. No, did you make the balsamic?
I did not make this balsamic drizzle.
But you can.
I had, and I have previously,
it.
but this
Very
one I
good.
did not.
The basil just kicks it up.
I wish more restaurants around here would do this. You know, when you go to like Long Island and New York and stuff,
Sure.
fresh mozzarella, tomato, and the balsamic, that's so common.
Yes.
And there's not a lot of restaurants around here that do that.
I'm originally from Long Island, actually. So
I can tell because the way you say prosciutto and the way you say mozzarella. Because you know what's funny? I was going to ask you, what part of Long Island?
I grew up in it's western Suffolk County, a town called Lindenhurst.
Okay, my
I lived in
wife's from
Brooklyn
Holbrook.
for a while. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My wife's family is actually from that area. as
Get
well.
out of
She's
here.
from the center.
You have no accent. That's good. Neither does my wife. I think it's
Okay.
like that generation doesn't have the accent.
Gotcha.
Parents definitely have an accent.
Well, the parents are more from the city as well.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It was very good. All right, let's try this pasta. I'm going to dig into it. Dude, you're slow. You got issues.
I'm enjoying it.
You want to serve?
Oh, sure.
Oh, this is awesome.
Don't worry about him. He's a little slow. He tends to be late, too. But then again, today I was late, so. Oh, this smells so good.
Thank you.
I'm excited to try this. Oh, man.
So as soon as I brought the plate over, you can smell
Smell
the
the
protein coming through the
Yep.
prosciutto.
Oh, man, that is good.
Thank you.
Nice job, man.
Thank you very much. Glad you-
Gnocchi's like perfect.
It is
Very
absolutely
doughy.
perfect. It needs no additional seasoning.
I could eat this all day long.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
There's a lot
Oh,
more.
man. Very good.
excellent.
This is
Wow.
better than some of the stuff we've had in restaurants.
Oh, thank you very
We won't
much.
tell you which ones. Maybe it would help the ratings. We got a little controversial, right? And that one restaurant, they were horrible.
I don't know that we've been to a restaurant. The show's been horrible. I've been to restaurants in this county that haven't been great.
But no, our show, I think everything we tried in our shows are pretty darn good. This is very good. Very, very tasty. I will be making this, I can guarantee it.
You
know,
will be making it?
Yeah, I will. I can make this. What do you think? I'm just like this guy that can't do anything or what?
No, you can cook a lot of things.
So no, it's really good. You know what else you could do with this too? I'm thinking if you didn't have the time to make the gnocchi, you could actually buy that, boil it up, and just put it into a pan like you did.
Sure.
To shorten up the whole time period, right?
Right, yeah. Gnocchi is often sold frozen.
Frozen, right? So you could do that, boil it,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then just
you could do any
sauce it.
pasta with that actually,
You
right?
can do any pasta, I believe, and you could do any sauce with gnocchi too. It stands up to a lot of sauce. Maybe not heavy ones, with like meatballs and sauces,
Yeah.
but lighter cream-based ones and light tomato
Right.
sauces,
Rose sauces.
pestos.
Yeah. Is there any more?
And as a parent, it's one of the things where we might drop some peas in it.
Yes.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
vegetables
get some
with it,
vegetables in there.
Yeah.
I might actually add more prosciutto because I like that. Make it more healthy.
You like it so
I'd add that and
you
maybe
like
some
it just so you
grease.
can say- You like it so you can say blue.
Prosciutto, that's right. The prosciutto. No, but I think I might add some lard in there, some more fat, just to really, thicken it up some more.
See, I know what's happening is I'm getting ready to pick up one of the two that are left. Our two interns are kind of saying, wait a minute, if he takes that, 2 minus 1 is...
The interns don't like when you grab the rest of the food.
There's a tomato for the intern.
That's how Brad shares.
Yeah, sure, because I don't like it.
This is really excellent.
Very good.
Fantastic
Thank you so
job.
much.
Great addition for our Unknown Chef segment for sure.
Thank
Can't wait to see you in a restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
let us know where you're going to be next.
Yeah, we'll do.
But also, if you want to be on as an unknown chef, let us know. Message us through Facebook or
That's
anywhere,
right.
Twitter, somewhere.
As I script the pan, why don't we go back to the studio?
Okay. Hey.
Well, you got every seconds. I didn't get seconds.
You're slow.
I'll give you one.
All right, thank you. Never shares. Yeah, but you took all the. Oh my God! You took a half.